lot of people aren't really excited about it, which makes sense. I was expecting it not to like, when I saw the trailer, I was like, I'm personally very excited because I'm always really excited when like new hardware comes out. I love seeing new hardware, but I can understand a lot of people's grievances when it comes to feeling like nothing's new, or it's just not like up. It's just not up there for them. I think it's definitely Nintendo's fault. It definitely does feel underwhelming for something that hasn't been, for something that's been so anticipated, you know? It's been 7 years since the Switch, and it's like, I definitely understand at first glance, it's like, oh wow, it's just a bigger Switch. It's not great. I like seeing new hardware. I love seeing this picture right here. I love it. I love it. I can't, I'm a new hardware glazer. Ah! I just like seeing new stuff all the time. Let's look at this really quick. So they show off the original Switch, and you know, of course they are. I can definitely see like the underwhelming part for sure, especially because they've gone kind of. I can see how like, oh yeah, no, this is underwhelming. It's just a bigger Switch. Let's keep the trailer play out. I hate this logo. I personally speaking, I dislike this logo. Um, it doesn't really look like this is Nintendo Switch 2. It looks like two Nintendo Switches, you know? Like, come on. But this is the seller. This is absolutely the seller. Right here. I should let the trailer play out. That's the seller. It's the seller to me, and it's gonna be the seller to a lot of people. Not even lying. Now this shot, this scene right, this part right here, really kind of puts things to scale for me, but not really. And this is crazy. I feel like that's a really long date. But let's definitely talk about it. So we have the first Switch, and I think I should go get my Switch. Hold on, let me go get my Switch. That's the original Switch, right? Personally, I am a big guy. I kind of got big hands. My personal problem, these controllers are tiny, dude. They're tiny. They're tiny, dude. They're like, I think they're really small, personally. I think also I have a 2018 model. I don't know if they changed the models between 2017 and 2018 a year later. I think they did. It's not a launch Switch, it's a year later. I think the screen is also really small too. I think a lot about things about the Switch is really small. They definitely have it's you can't blame it though. That's the thing. I can't blame so many things with the original Switch being the way they are because of what year they released. It was really the first to do this proper, you know? It was the first to do this at all, I think. Made like an actual console handheld, nothing like a DS or a portable, like the PSP or the Vita. It genuinely is like a handheld console that released during its time. And it's cool, but it's definitely like years later, it's pretty small. it's pretty small. It's a pretty small thing. So screen size being bigger and the controllers being bigger is a big win for me. This, that's important to me too. That's the thing about a lot of people. I get why they're disappointed in not big changes, but there's a lot of little things that I look forward to that make it kind of worth it. This material sucks, dude. This material sucks. Like, it is not great, dude. There's, I don't know if, let me see if you guys can see it. Whoops. Trying to line on that. Look at how many scratches there are on this thing. I dropped this thing a good amount of times, I'm being honest, but like, even then, like, that's so many scratches you could see, and like so many things that like you could just look in a natural light. You obviously can't see it in the camera, it's dark. But it's a decent amount. It's really a decent amount. So I'm hoping this new material is well, you know. I hope it's not something that is the same like this, and I also hope it has good texture to it. I like texture kind of items. Like, I love the way that the new controllers for like Xbox and PlayStation have that little texture on the grips. But honestly, that's a win for me. Yep, they're adding this. They're showing the USB-C port, obviously the same volume here. That's a win. That's a W for everybody. I feel like everybody should love that. Playing this thing handheld on a charger sucks, dude. Oh my god. I like to like when I like to lay down and play. When I play the Switch a lot, I like to lay down and play. You couldn't do that with a charger because I like resting the Switch on my stomach or my chest. You cannot do that with a charger. It's impossible. You couldn't even stand the thing up and charge it. So this second USB-C is really good. Now there might be a little bit of concern though. That's 2 USB-C ports. Some madman, first off, is gonna put 2 chargers in this thing. Some person's gonna put 2 switches into this thing, and 2 chargers. My bad, not 2 switches. See, that logo is messing with me already. What if it's not even like a charger up there? That USB-C port. I mean, hopefully it could be used for charging. I hope. But what if it's like their other way of like you could connect it to a TV without the dock, you know? And the 35.5mm jack. Thank God they kept that. Not enough companies keep that thing. It's very good for like anybody. You should have it. You should have the option. You shouldn't always rely on Bluetooth items. So this is the OLED. Well, this is kind of the OLED stand. The OLED stand, you obviously use like the whole back part of it. I don't have an OLED Switch, but I mean, thank God it's launching with that kind of stand, because you know at times I tell you where you have to finagle, and like how many people I've seen where it just breaks off. I think I can just take it off. Where it just comes off naturally. Dude, I think mine can still come back on pretty nice. But like people's were like super loose, and if you like push it a little bit, the entire stand would break and the Switch would fall on its back. This is just so much better. It really is. And definitely for the fact that, you know, that's good on its own. The Switch came out when I was in middle school. There was a lot of times during high school, mainly because that's when like Smash came out, where I was on a bus with other people and we wanted to play Smash on the bus, but we had to like figure out some complicated way to even stand up the Switch so we can see the screen. I think one time we literally had like 2 backpacks and a couple sweaters balancing the Switch because it was like bumpy roads. So that's really good right there. And I feel like you could honestly have some accessories to make it like hang off of things proper, which would be really nice. Especially like that was even in the original Switch trailer where it showed people in vans like playing it, because obviously it's on the go. But I hope it could have like an accessory where like, hey, you know what? Strap this on the head of a car, on like the headrest of a car seat, like the passenger or the driver, and you can just put the Switch in there, you know? You can like hang it off or something. I'm really hoping for that. Alright, yes, the controllers. Yes, they're bigger, thank God. Joy-Con. This Joy-Cons, these Joy-Cons need to work. These, I am lucky, I'm one of the lucky few, but maybe because I just didn't really play the Switch a lot. Let's see, I have the original two, those started drifting, and I think I got a replacement to, I think, oh my god, I think I've only gotten 6. I think actually I've gotten 6 Joy-Cons. I think this is like the 3rd pair of Joy-Cons, and luckily these have never drifted on me. But they should never even be drifting at all. Even PlayStation and no, actually not Xbox. I've never had a drifting problem with Xbox, but PlayStation's DualSense 5. I don't know what's with these controllers drifting. But dude, these Joy-Cons need to work. I don't want to buy more than one. I don't even want to buy more. Like if anything, I'd buy another set just for like friends. But I don't want to buy more than that. I want to have at least 2 in my lifetime. Oh, and I feel like they can have enough money just selling the different colors. That also is a problem. This color scheme. I'm a personal fan of like dark color schemes and having accents. I like accents. These are fine too. These are also fine. I have a couple gray ones because I like gray. But this honestly sucks for people who like these colorful Switch controllers. And it makes me kind of worried because I hope that during the actual presentation in April, January, February, March, April, yeah, April, I hope they show fully colored ones. And I hope they don't stick with these accented ones because that would suck, especially for people who like buying the different colored Switch controllers, like the purple ones, the yellow ones, and they have to stick to these accented ones. That would suck a lot. If anything, I think this would just be good for customization purposes, but that's about it. Other than that, I think oh, I just noticed there's a new button on there. Oh my god, there's a new button on the under the home screen. The Switch doesn't have a button under the home screen. What could that be used for? I wonder. These are the side bumpers, obviously. I like how they made the buttons bigger. This is playing at high school. A lot of people played, like a good amount of people played Smash, and we actually had like 8-player Smashes every morning, and a lot of us would be on just single controllers like this, which is fine. I think it was fine on its own. However, I just like it. I just like how small these were, and even then the bumpers that they would come with like the wristband, pressing those buttons on the bumpers weren't that great. They didn't feel great. I didn't like them. I don't know, maybe other people did. I didn't like them. I like how, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen, she uses the mouse. I like how big these are. These look pretty big. These look pretty good, pretty big and fine. And I like how extended outward they are. These aren't like really extended outward. They definitely slide in really nice, but we can clearly see with this new Switch. I'm trying to see also on this controller. Do they have another button? No, they have the share button. So there's an extra square. There definitely is an extra square on this thing that I wonder what it could be used for. Maybe it's like a setting change? They have the sync. Hold on, let's bring out everything. Okay, yeah, they have the sync button right here. I wonder what that hole's for. Ooh, yeah, I wonder what that hole is for. Oh my god. Maybe it switches the controller to something else. Actually, what if it does? And these are obviously the rumored magnets that are actually true, which I wonder how that's gonna work, but oh, they're magnets. Oh man, we can't really get a good look on that thing. I wonder what it is, because on the internal of the Switch, when they show like the 2 sides, there's no like gap for that to be filled with. So yeah, I don't know, they showed the buttons being pressed. I don't know why they're really exaggerating these parts personally. They're keeping the same side. They're not like making bumpers, and I think if it looks like they're keeping the buttons, which I mean good, because I didn't like the bumper buttons. That it just looks like a like, honestly, I don't even think it extends anything. I think it just is just a holder for the wristband. I don't really think it actually does anything useful. Okay, so either that's just the trailer, or it just kind of looks like it's just gapped, you know? Let's see the sides really quick. Yeah, no, there's nothing in there to like actually fill that little gap in the controller. So I wonder what that's for. Maybe it's a new sensor. I wonder what that it looks. It might be a sensor, but I don't know for what. And I wonder what the square does. Maybe it changes the controller, like it changes the mode. I don't know why, but the first thing I thought of is like cycle profiling. You could I don't know, maybe you could remap the buttons or something. Oh, I just noticed that the L and R buttons are like extended to the side. Ugh, that might not be great. I think you might accidentally hit those. I think anything, the ZL button is like, it doesn't really feel like you're clicking it, you know? And when you want to like press it a lot, it is not that great to press. I wonder how the magnets are gonna work. The magnetism seems like a weird. That's the thing with the Nintendo. They love their gimmicks, dude. They love their gimmicks. So I wonder what the big gimmick with this one is. It probably does have something to do with that whole. I wish they showed the blue controller. Mario Kart 9 is gonna be dope. I already saw like. Let's see, hold on. That. Oh, hold on. Can I go back? There you go. That right there. The 24 player start. Oh my god, dude. Mario Kart 8 was like a good chaotic amount, but now we're gonna get even more chaotic. Oh my god, dude. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be hype. 24 is gonna be crazy. Oh, you know, hold on. Let me check this out. It's called the Mario Bros. Circuit. Daisy starting. Okay, let's see. Starting line. Donkey Kong, Toad, Peach, Luigi, Mario, Bowser, Yoshi, Daisy, Rosalina. Ooh, wait, hold on. We have like Luigi tires and stuff. Oh yeah, no, those are customizable cars. Yeah, for sure. For sure, those are customized cars. I don't know, I thought they were like, they were going back to character specific cars. But those definitely look customized. Fuel parts maintenance, Mario motors, and Luigi tires. That's nice. Oh, cool. They do little emotes again. That's a big freaking Koopa. Ooh, I like that. Look at that expression on Mario. He like stretches and everything. He looks like it's 64. He looks like the face he had on the menu of the Nintendo 64 actually. In this shot right here, in this little frame. So here's the thing. You show me a trailer for something and things get bigger, I'm gonna be like, okay, but how much bigger, you know? And I don't really know how, like, I don't know. I don't have good senses of scale on anything. They're bringing back the doggy ears. Hold on. No, they don't show it. It snaps right in there. You know, hold on. Really quick. Does this thing have oh, it doesn't. Oh, there's no side. There's no, like, you don't slide it in. It's all, yeah, that's magnetic, like fully magnetic too. Like, obviously it's gonna be like, I thought there was gonna be sides and you could just like slap, you could like stick it in there, you could like into it, but no, it just fully wants you to magnetize into it. Okay. That's gonna be weird because they're not rounded off. They're flat. They're flat. They're like completely flat on the side. So you're gonna be holding it and you're not gonna be able to like put your hand into it. You gotta like hold it straight. This will be a little weird. Yeah, it's completely flat, dude. Ooh, wait. Okay, they're already showing like in-game traffic. And of course 2025. Alright, that showed me really like the size of everything. Of the controllers. Even the new of the Switch 2 in general. Because I was like, oh, you know, I feel like this is like a decent size. I don't really know how like bigger it would look until we actually hold on to it. Until they showed this, where it's like, oh wow, you know, that is pretty big. But here's the thing: this thing better launch with an OLED screen. You can't launch this without an OLED screen. You can't have people go from OLED to not OLED. And the same thing with people who are buying. This is a pretty early on Switch. I don't want to go to a bigger model and have the screen be the exact same. Like, it's just a bigger screen, you know? I want it to be the OLED screen, because then at that point it's like, well, shoot, you know, I can maybe get the OLED now, skip out on the Switch 2 for a year. There's gonna be that many new Switch games, I imagine. If anything, it's just gonna be Mario Kart 9 And like I can wait on Mario Kart 9. I waited on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I waited on Splatoon 2. I waited on a Mario Odyssey. I can wait on that. But if it's like OLED screen at the start, that's honestly gonna help the sell for me.